What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. I'm Devin. That's Tony. Or that's Scum Assassin. That's Mello. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Man, I'm good. How you doing, Scum Assassin?
Amazing.
All right. Well, hey, we're just doing a quick little check-in video. We know Scoop's going on right now. We know Ohio Pod's going here shortly, but I am in a new location, so just wanted to check out the internet connection here and whatnot. It seems like it's going all right now, fellas. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Yeah, so I wish there was somebody in the chat to tell us it was, but they're off doing other things. But real fast, man, I want to update a couple people. Shout out Scoop over there on their board. I was told today, yo, what up, Shane? Appreciate you coming in, man. Shane, real fast, let me know, is my connection good? We're doing this video mainly to test this connection for our Scum video. I'm in a different place, so Shane, let me know if my connection looks good. But shout out over there on the Scoop board, Funky said that today Quincy Porter reaffirmed his commitment to the Buckeyes and said that he will sign with the Buckeyes. So that's a huge relief for me. But I was a little worried about it, honestly, because the dude's a five. Mello, we've said it the whole time. The second we signed him, the dude's a top 3 receiver in this class. I'm not sure what other people were looking at and what they were seeing these other recruiting places. But thoughts on him reaffirming his commitment to the Buckeyes?
I'm happy that he did. I didn't expect anything else, to be honest. I mean, it is wide receiver U. And then you see Gus Johnson through the fan base and the program at Alley by saying, stating how 120 million plus for wide receivers and guaranteed money in the NFL. And he said, if you're a wide receiver or a parent of a wide receiver, how could you not want your kid to not play for Brian Hartline or to go to the Ohio State University? So I expected him to be in the class, and I'm happy he shut it down. I want to see more people shut it down. I'm hoping that Naeem Offer follows suit after we BTA Scum on Saturday.
Yeah, Shane, sorry about that, man. I can't change my face, dude. It's I've tried a couple different times, looked at some options. It's just too expensive, bro. Too expensive. Tony, what's up with Quincy Porter, man? You like him? You know much about him? What's going on there?
Yeah, no, I like him. I think he's good. You know what I'm saying? I think all the receivers we got coming in, Des Jones, him, you know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff, I think are really good. And I'm really happy that they stayed. And I think hopefully after this Scum beatdown we have coming, we're gonna reaffirm all kinds of everybody else. So
yeah. Some more good news. TJ Alford, the linebacker, partnered with Riley Pettijohn and Eli Lee. He will be coming to the Scum game. So that's a big deal. I know from a very reliable source, Ohio State is doing everything in their power to keep him. They really want him in the class. He's still in this class because of James Laurinaitis. So shout out James Laurinaitis, what he's doing on the field. Bro, look at this recruiting class. Riley Pettijohn is the best linebacker in the nation. TJ is a stud. Eli, lower ranked, but don't let that fool you, bro. The dude is like squatting like 500 and some pounds in high school, right? He's like stronger than a bunch of players on the Ohio State team right now. So thoughts on TJ Alford showing up to the game? What you guys think? You guys think he stays in this class or what?
I think so.
I'm going to remain positive. I'm going to say yes, especially if he shows up. But I know they are still in the playoffs, so I want to see if he actually shows up or not, because I think he has a game on Friday. So fingers crossed. I know he released something saying college can wait. We still have unfinished business to do today on his Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, again, that's just what's going around on all the message boards that he's actually coming to the game. there's a lot of big time recruits coming to the game. I said it last week. Chaz Coleman, out of Warren, Ohio. He's rated as an athlete, a 3-star athlete. He's 6'5". He's going to end up being a defensive end. And then that, I believe it's Epi, in the UCLA class.
Yeah.
He's a top 10 defensive end. I watched his highlights today. Wow.
Yeah.
He's a scary defensive end. And now I really, really want him in the class. Little update. Oh, and Jakeem Stewart. I haven't heard if it's confirmed yet whether he's actually coming or not, but I know he's supposed to. He's always said he was supposed to.
Right.
Confidence level isn't too high there anymore. I've heard what he's asking for in nil. He got a crystal ball to USC. Yeah, and check this out too. I just want to just real fast. I know we're going a little off topic here, but Jakeem Stewart has only played 10 high school football games.
Jesus. 10.
So, I mean, I understand you can get a lot from these 10 games, but he's not playing this year, man. Right? And you only get to watch it for 10 games. Will that make you a little bit nervous as a recruiter and as a coach to go get this kid, not being able to, your senior year in high school is a huge year for you. Just because you're in high school doesn't mean it doesn't keep you on track with your development and all of that stuff. So what's your guys' thoughts with Jakeem Stewart there?
For me, it's more if the price was right, you weren't overpaying, then he's worth taking a flyer on because he is a beast. Like, let's just be quite frank. But, I mean, he's looking, from what I've heard, he's looking for the biggest NIL deal. We're not going to give him that. He's also looking more so along the money path. Let's put it that way. And from what I've ascertained is part of USC's package is not just the NIL, which is going to be a higher dollar amount that we're not willing to match at this moment, but they're also allowing him to be in a major film and have a major role. And they hooked that up. So he's going to be in a movie. So imagine being 17, 18, and you're going to be a lead, one of the lead roles or a co-host with a superstar in a blockbuster movie. And that's kind of hard to turn down, especially when you have the transfer portal where you could just go there for a year and then leave after you've gotten a movie and getting paid off of residual from that movie every time someone buys it for the rest of your life. So, I mean, I can't blame him.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I heard he was asking for about $2 million a year, and I'm sold on the way Ohio State is doing things. I think the way they're doing things with high school recruiting and the portal is the way to do it. I can see a lot more teams turning this way and just having a strict set amount of money, right, for high school players, unless you're a JJ Smith. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or unless you're a David Sanders. David Sanders is going to get a little bit more.
Or Tyler Atkinson, because I'm telling you right now, he's
Tyler Atkinson. Yeah, for sure. So there's a misconception out there that I want to clear up real fast. I hear a lot of people talking about the fact that we lost Zahir Mathis and we might lose Alford, and now we can take that nil money and put it towards David Sanders. That's not really how that works, man. Ohio State has a set price for each position group, for each player. So that's not how that works. They have enough money to go pay David Sanders, that we don't need to lose players to get enough money to go get these guys. It's about keeping the culture on the team. And, because if you go pay, a freshman offensive lineman that hasn't stepped on field yet more than you're paying any offensive lineman you currently have on the roster, how do you think your culture is going to look? How do you think Scum's culture is going to look when at the last minute, the only players they're getting are players that are coming there only for the money? How do you think that culture is going to look? You know what I mean? So just something to keep an eye on, man, and think about. So David Sanders still looking up, man. Still looking good there. There's all these rumors going around that he's coming here because he doesn't like Tennessee's med school. That's not true. All this is, right? Nobody really knows the answer, but it's just he wants to cross his T's and dot his I's. Mello, did we lose you? Are you still there?
No, I'm still here. I got to go open up the door for my daughter. She went out.
Yeah.
So hold up. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're good, man. So, I mean, still a bunch of positivity on the David Sanders front. We're waiting to see if he's going to come back and join us for the Scum game or not, but we'll see. Yeah. I feel you, man. Right. These kids are going there and the NCAA hasn't even touched it yet. They did get an extension on their NOA. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep pushing this back and pushing this back, purposely for signing day. You know what I mean? If stuff comes out before that. But Tony, how do you feel overall about our recruiting class? How do you think it's going to end? And how important is our recruiting class to this team?
I mean, I think it's very important. I mean, we've embraced the portal, but I think the recruiting classes, we've been bringing in kids, we're getting top-notch kids, and they've helped shape the culture. You got people like JJ and stuff that are like a grown man coming in as a 17-year-old or 18-year-old, and I think this class is looking up. I think it's going to be a special class, and I think it's going to end better than people think. Buckeye Nation gets a bit over dramatic sometimes when we lose a recruit. Like David, you would have thought the world was ending when we lost David Sanders the first time, and I'm to the belief that like if Naeem offered flips or whatever, like to me that's a spot that opens up for another premium person that wants to be here. Then you know what I'm saying, that wants to play next to Devin Sanchez. We want people that want to be here and want to be part of this culture, not people who don't. And I think we've done a really good job at taking those people that do and getting not taking the people that don't. So
yeah, I'm in. Mello, I was just kind of talking about, David Sanders and how do we think this overall class for Ohio State's going to end up turning out? What's your thoughts?
I think it's top 3. I think David Sanders is going to be in the class personally.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know if it's so much an NIL thing. I think it's more of, you look at, like we said before, you remember when we were doing the recruiting videos back in August and September, and we said everything made more sense from the pick Ohio State, from on the field to off the field to studies. Everything checked every box. The only thing that Tennessee had over us was proximity to North Carolina and Charlotte. But with the NIL being the way it is, flights are easy to have. I also heard like his family was willing to move to Columbus. So if that's the case, I know for a fact he's extremely close with his family. I watched him cry while he was doing his speech right in person.
Yeah.
It's so obvious they're extremely close. So if his family's willing to move, then there goes that distance thing right there. So I think he'll be in the class.
Yeah.
I think our class finishes top 2.
I think it's so hilarious, the hate that Ohio State gets. We were the number 1 class and no commits were added or taken away or anything. And just by reclassing players, we're down the number 2 or number 3 class now. It's just so hilarious. I don't give a damn where they rate the class.
And that's, you hit the nail right on the head, because I was about to bring that point up, but like they're going to try to make it so Bama or UGA finishes 1. But at the end of the day, we all know the real deal.
Yeah, we have an argument. There's an argument that we have the number 1 class in the nation right now, regardless what they say. If we get David Sanders, there's no argument. We have the best recruiting class in the nation. I don't care what they rate these certain players. But anyway, we're going to move on. What up, Daryl? What up, Max77? Appreciate y'all coming in, man. Going to be a short video tonight, but we got a special treat for you. Our Scum Assassin made a video. We're about to play it. Just to understand, some of these are quotes from movies, and this is all out of hateful love. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this stuff is actually going to happen. We don't want to hurt anybody or physically hurt anybody. It's not going to happen here on Buckeye Boys. This is all a metaphorical talk that you're about to hear. So, well, from me anyway. I don't know about the assassin back there. He's on his own. I got nothing to do with what he's up to. But without further ado,
let us know how you feel, dude. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Scum Assassin, give us a little intro before I hit play, and you tell me when to hit play.
Listen, this is just my words to Buckeye Nation to reaffirm what's going to happen, that Bill's coming due, and this is the final notice being sent out. This is our NOA to them, and I think, this is just their warning. I want people to know it's going to happen when we show up at your house. So.
Yeah. I will find you. What's that movie where his daughter gets kidnapped? I'll look for you.
Taken.
Yeah. If you ever seen Taken, this is pretty much a scene from Taken. Without further ado, I introduce you to the Scum Assassin.
This is a message for Buckeye Nation and a warning for that team up north. Buckeye Nation, I'm 41 years old. Do you know how I've stayed alive this long and believed so deeply in our Buckeyes all these years? Fear. The spectacle of fearsome acts. Someone steals from us, we cut off their heads. He offends us, we cut off his tongue. He rises up against us, we cut off his head, we stick it on a pike, and we raise it up high so all on the street can see it. If someone cheats us, we bring hell to their house and burn it down. That's what preserves the order of things. Fear. And that one, Connor Stallions, who is he? A coward. And nobody. That team up north chose to lie, cheat, and steal from us and the sanctity of college football. They did that to get their crown. So now they must know. When you kill a king, you don't stab him in the dark. You kill him where the entire court can watch him die. So, at my challenge, by the ancient laws of combat, we will meet at the chosen ground to settle for good and all who hold sway over the game. Us, Buckeyes, born rightwise to this fine land, or the northern horde defiling it. And when we run on that field, that team up north will see us and know these words are true. They came riding a scarlet and gray horse. We know their name is the Buckeyes, and hell followed with OH.
I-O, baby.
I-O.
Get some, dude. That gets me a little fired up, dude. Gets me a little fired up. That's freaking awesome, bro.
Oh, man. Tony, you're a nut.
Oh, I love it, bro. I love it, dude.
Hate week, baby. It doesn't get any better.
That's
you guys
hilarious.
From the heart. I mean, we don't want to do harm to people in real life, but on the football field, we want violence and violence of action. Let the pads talk and let all the BS walk. And that goes for the team up north. You understand?
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, like, you do have the on the football field stuff, right? The game, the points, the yards, the passes, all that stuff. But they took it too far, man, when they did what they did. They really did, dude. They did something to the most beautiful rivalry in all of sports. You know, what they did was below pathetic, dude. To go and do that and then to react the way that they've been reacting. Not all of them, but 95% of them. I do know some that are out there saying, yeah, it's disgusting what we did, but it's just, it's disgusting what they did to kids, what they did to teams, what they did to coaches, and then to sit there and laugh and act like it's all a big game. That part of it's not a game, right? What you did to these kids, it affected their life, right? Football's their life, and you want to go cheat them out of games, out of awards, out of rushing yards, out of like you're cheating them, man, you know? So I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you if you're a Scum fan, man, to go through that and to have to deal with that because it's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? So admit what you did wrong, move on from it, and stop with these excuses about this game. Let's not act, right, like you guys don't care about it. Let's not sit there and say, oh, Ohio State, you're going to brag about beating a 6-6 Scum team? Hell yeah. I hope we beat you by 100, dude, right? You guys run your mouth so much. You guys should, if you develop like you do, why are you 6-6? You shouldn't be. Or what are they, 5-6? I don't even know what they are. They're
not 6-6.
They're losing. Whatever they are, they're losing, right? So I wonder what's different this year, right? Like you can say, yeah, you got a new head coach, you got a lot of new coaches, and a lot of their players left. But then why, when Ohio State switched coaches or gets a bunch of new players and they leave, why don't we go 5-6? Why don't we suck? Why have we always been steadily good? Why? Because we're the real deal. Because we develop. We actually play football, right? We don't cheat. And next year, you guys are going to suck again, dude.
Yep.
Right. You know, this quarterback you got coming in, I don't know where you guys are getting this idea that he's some magical savior. It takes more than a quarterback to win football. You're going to find that out the freaking hard way, dude. Right. Dude's a baller. Bryce Underwood, you're an absolute baller, bro. Right. Should have went to LSU, my dude. You should have went to LSU.
Kenyatta Jackson going to be on your tail.
Yeah.
You're going to be running for your life, and you're going to realize this ain't high school. Our boys run 4.3s too. So
yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
And you know what Pete makes me most angry? You remember all summer they were talking trash. All offseason, we're running it back to back. And we all kept saying you lost everything. You lost your strength coach. You lost all your coaching staff. You lost all these players. Connor Stalions is not there. You cheated. That's why you were so good. No, it doesn't matter. We're running it back to back, and we're going to beat Ohio again. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stand in the paint. Own it. I don't want to hear your excuses. Oh, it doesn't matter. Dave Portnoy or whatever his name is. He looks like a bozo to me, a clown that has money. He probably got bullied in school. Let's just be honest. Everybody knows he probably got swirlied when he was in school. Just being honest. I didn't, so you can do your background check if you get mad. I never got swirlied, never got bullied in my life. So that's what it is. And stand in the paint. You're talking all that trash. Don't try to downplay it now. You're going to get ran through. Train is coming, and you better get on or get ran over, and you're going to get ran over because we're not letting you on. We're not stopping.
Yeah. Tony, quick thoughts, man. We got to wrap it up here. Ohio Pod goes on at 8. So
no, I couldn't have said it better than all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I think everything that happened is unforgivable, and there's not a billionaire in the world that can buy enough people to make this stop. So
yeah. So just I want you to take those, if you're a real Buckeye fan, you know those emotions that you're feeling, you know how strong they are, you know how strong that dislike is for them, and put that in a football player and a 220-pound, 240-pound Sonny Styles that runs a 4.5 40. Put that in there. That's what Scum's about to go up against. I don't wish you any luck. I don't wish you any well. I hope it goes horribly wrong for you. You deserve it. And you know, it's already been going like hell for you all season. It's just going to continue. So whatever y'all got to do, Shane, Ohio Pod, check them out. YouTube them. They were where we started. We started on that channel over there. They taught us the ways of YouTube. Eric over there did. So type in the Ohio Podcast. They got their call-in show tonight. It's normally on Thursdays. They switch it to tonight. So we're not going to, we normally go at 8:15, but we're not going to go so they can have their show. But go there, check it out. Their call-in show. It's awesome, man, for sure.
It is.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all that showed up, man. It's a quick tester. It looks like I'll be doing our Scum rant from here. I'm going to work on sending emails out now to get confirmation from everybody. So any final words, Mello or Tony?
Happy Thanksgiving all, and get ready. Judgment Day is on Saturday. It's D-Day. It's payday, and they're going to pay.
Yeah. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Be safe. And the reckoning comes Saturday.
Yep. God bless, man. Take this time, take this Thanksgiving to sit back and think about the things that you're grateful for in life. I know life is hard, man, and there's days where you just don't want to get up. You don't want to do it, but I promise you, you take a step back, take a deep breath. You have a list a mile long of things in your life that you should be grateful for. If you focus on those things, that problem in front of you will become 100 times smaller, and you'll smash it and conquer it. So on that note, love you guys. God bless y'all. Go Buckeyes. OH.
Yo.